round 2 of the PitCoach series. I think sadly this time not so many drivers. Let's see. Hello. Hey Tobias. Good, good. Just the server just went on. I think we were 10. That's what SGP said. We have, yeah. Well, there was Jimmy Lin, who's like, I told him last time, like, yeah, you're too fast for. Like, he just took and I have actually no experience in Laguna Seca with GT3, so let's see how that works. Yeah, it's a difficult track. I did it with GT4, but hard one. Yeah, I think the pros do like what 121. What? No. Yeah, but 119 I cannot. No, I don't believe it. I think the normal setups are quite good. The aggressive ones, yeah. Wait, what? You cannot hear because I'm on stream. You cannot hear game sounds. Okay. That's really weird. Let me check that. Because I'm doing the stream already. Okay, let me pull to the side. That's really weird. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay, let me check this. Yeah, now it should work. Okay. Yeah, I think my desktop audio was somehow muted. A little bit weird, but should be fine now. Okay, where are the pros? I think they probably will come later because they cannot qualify anyway. But pit exit. I still need to figure out how to do the chord crew GT3. Oh, fuck.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Session is now open.
Okay.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Give it all in the quali then. I think Ryan and recent stuff, they said they would come later. But let me check in the Discord. If they said something. I'll mute myself. Whoa, that's that's really hot. Ah, okay. This is here. Yay, first time I made it around the course too. Oh my god. is awful. Really bad at Laguna. Like really, really bad.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay, restarting.
Go in double file.
Ryan Ware with a good NSX. I think the AMG should be good here actually. If I can figure out the I put 35 liters fuel just for to make it real. Ooh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm not sure if I was too fast here.
Green light, give it okay. Car on
Oh,
the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
oof, Ryan. Don't kill my students, please. Oops, first out. Yeah, but I think I can already say bye-bye. Was nice seeing you, because I'm not gonna catch them. Like I'm not. I have no idea here at Laguna. Reese already overtook. Whoa! Oh my god, what happened? Reese! Did you kill him, Ryan? Laguna Seca is really hard. Really hard. I'm not sure I like it, to be honest. Oh fuck, I forgot about this turn. Whoa! Another one hit the dust. That was close. Okay, Ryan, I'm coming for ya. But I kind of have a feeling
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
I won't be able to do shit.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oops! Followed him. Oh no! I hit the death curb. so much time there.
Leaders on final lap there. Fastest lap on the
Yes!
race. Great job, mate.
At least I got that. No! Oops. No, Ryan, don't take the fastest lap away from me. I'm sure you will. Ya bastard! No!
Excellent job, mate. P3, we're on the podium. Now bring it back home safely.
Actually forgot to. It's-
Sorry.
I was muted. What happened there?
Jimmy was like literally over the crest on the fucking racing line as they crossed the line, and I couldn't see him. So as I came over the crest, he was stopped,
This is
and
how it happened.
I just ran straight into him.
Shit.
I couldn't see him.
Oh my, oh my.
It was like-
I think I
I re-
actually learned the track in the 2 last laps. That was
I returned
super.
to pits as soon as you hit me. This
Yeah.
is quite funny.
Like I legit just like went full on straight into it. I was like,
Mhm.
oops.
Do you guys
30
wanna
seconds.
let the voice on for the race, or like we don't need to talk a lot, but I mean,
I don't mind. I like leaving
I don't
the
mind
voice
at
on.
all.
It doesn't
Yeah.
bother me.
20 seconds.
Doesn't bother me too.
Then we'll
Nice
leave
to
it.
hear some conversation.
Yeah, I mean we're not that many this time, so we might as well be talking.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know Laguna. I haven't raced on Laguna in about a year.
I never. This is my first time in Laguna with a GT3. I was
This is like
It's so
one
hard
of my
to
most
overtake.
inconsistent track. It's,
And also, this is the first time in a while I've driven the GT3 Evo, so or the Mercedes.
Well, it
Nice.
looks
Good
strong
race.
at Laguna.
It feels quite strong, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
using
is.
it. I'm using a CDA2 setup, so
Oh,
and
yeah.
the combination of never driving it
Yeah.
and all that is making it very difficult.
I mean,
But it
For
does
me,
feel quite strong.
in the corkscrew, I really notice how my wheels spin when they don't touch the ground for a moment. It's so scary.
Yeah, sand will kill any car race. That's why you gotta wait
Yeah.
on the sand.
Oh, I got more than just a wheel. I got all 4 wheels on them. That's what caused the problem.
And the start is a little bit fucked up, right? Because I mean, I thought I was quite close to the position, and then I suddenly accelerated massively. We lost
Yeah.
someone. Oh. Okay, I think I'm
Green light, show them what you got.
Don't do that.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't
Clear
push
on the
me!
left.
You pushed me to Royal.
Clear on the right.
Oh my. Speaking of safe starts, you have to set an example, Reese.
That was safe. I was. There was loads of space. I was in front of you.
Yeah, you will see the replay. We will watch this. We will watch this. Oh my. Okay.
It said clear on the left.
You have to fire your racing engineer. Whoop!
I wouldn't have done it if it didn't say clear on the left.
Car on the right.
Sorry,
Okay.
shorts. I had a curb.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Woohoo!
2 hours behind me.
Move, bitch! Get out of my way!
Yeah, I'll break myself there.
Oh my god, that traction! AMG power.
Fuck it, das last drin. God.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm not gonna let poop
Car
go
on the
through.
left.
Oh fuck.
Gotcha!
Almost lost it there, the corner after.
Yeah, we cannot let Reese in the front.
You say that, but I will cock it out.
I mean, for me, it's a matter of luck. Either I will spin it somewhere. Where's I don't see?
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Oh no, no, okay. Reese looking stronger in the AMG than in the Audi, aren't ya?
You say that.
Oh.
Broke way too late there.
Pro move.
Yeah.
Pro move.
We are at the halfway mark. Still a long way to go.
Also, for some reason, I think I've had it for like maybe 2 days or so. I don't see any cars in the rear mirror, and then they just suddenly disappear one by one.
You can
I
set
think it
the
processes
you can set the distance, the mirror distance. in the view settings.
Ah, okay. I'll check that later.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I have a feeling my weak corners are the first two because that's like where everyone overtakes me.
My weak corners are every corner. I can't catch you, Reese. Like, I'm giving it all. Oh, I'm gonna bin it. Oh no! Fuck! I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Watch out! Watch out for
Yeah.
standing car. Watch out for standing car.
Yeah, what are we gonna do now? Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Slow car ahead.
I knew that something like this would happen. Oh my god, 10 seconds damage? Oh, oh. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Oh man, you already took the fastest lap from me. Come on, Tobias, now you gotta defend to death.
I did that for the rest of the race already.
Yeah. Final
But
lap.
I'll try.
Car on the left.
Too
Crazy
wide
how
with
much
the
momentum you
corkscrew.
lose just through like hitting that curb on the inside.
Oh, fuck off.
Pathetic.
Leader has finished the race.
The only place it's sketchy is in the braking towards the corkscrew.
Yeah.
So sketchy.
For me, after the braking is my problem. Like, I think I
Sometimes
don't
just-
see exactly where I have to go, and if I'm turning too much.
Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy in the 8th lap.
Whoa!
Okay, okay. Well, that was fun still. Oh my god. It was so bad from my side. I'm I don't know how to do Laguna. Both times. What time did you do? 23:3. Oh, come on. Oh, but Ryan actually did the fastest lap, did he?
Yeah.
22:9. Nice one.
Honda works here quite well.
Yeah, I
can
saw
tell.
that. I saw that.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Okay. I'm gonna go to see the replays.
Mhm.
I know. Well, I think you should all have the link, right, to the stream.
Where is it?
It's the same as always. It's the same as always, actually. Like, it's the link I sent is the one of the channel. So if you
Yeah,
go,
I'm
you
looking
should
for it.
you should be able to see it. And
Just search for the channel name. What is it again? Could you
I can
maybe spell
wait
it?
a second. I can send it otherwise.
Or just send it, yeah.
Your channel. Wait. Can I? How? Okay, this is a little bit weird. Oh yeah, that's it. So
Right, yeah, I'm on the stream now.
okay, and actually this time I think I forgot to use it for the race 1, but I use it for race 2, the program that the stewards use to see the. Let me see. Yeah, we have here 4 contacts. Whose car? 14. You are right, Reese. Ah no, maybe there wasn't a contact. Let's see.
Rob is, I think, but he's just disconnected, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I think I definitely touched with him. I was had to avoid. But well, this is okay. Let's watch from the last one side. I think we had quite a clean start actually. This is the first race. This is to me starting last.
The final corner is like, it speeds up so much compared to like everywhere else. I just dropped.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, and I ended up dropping back so much.
Yeah, you're Rob. No, Rob. That's you, Rob. Yeah. Yeah, Rob. I was surprised at this point where you went a lot off the throttle. I think this is a matter of seeing where you can actually brake while being safe. You don't want to brake too much because that can get people out of guard, you know. But let me check. I think there was nothing else, right? Like everything was super clean. Except this AMG here going all crazy. No. Cannot wait.
I had to, you know.
It's fine. It's fine. That's you see that's a difference when you know exactly where your braking points are, how much braking power you have and stuff. Then you can go it to a limit. Otherwise, you need to take it slower. You can hear the stream, Rob. What do you mean? You can or you cannot? Should be working. Whoa, okay. I missed that. But was there? Okay. I wanna see the crash of Reese. Where was it? Wasn't it in the first lap?
Probably. I can't really remember.
I think it was.
Can
it
I
was
can
here.
I can I can I just before you go, just go onto the entry of the corkscrew, just there, just because we missed it.
The enter of the corkscrew. Here. Let's put it like here. Okay. Here we already had our first off track.
So I don't know whether it was so basically here it's a case of I saw that you could make it 3 wide, but it's risky, and I
Yeah.
don't know whether I spooked Tobias off.
Yeah, a little bit, because I didn't want to go like more to the right, so my line was better for the corkscrew. But you were there when I last looked at the radar, so I decided to like leave space. Then
So,
my line for
yeah.
the corkscrew was messed up, and I couldn't brake in time.
So the important thing is to know also your rival, because it's a case of, yes, I could have sent it up there, but look at where my car is heading, and look
Yeah.
at how much overlap I've got on you compared to the overspeed I've got. There is no way in God's green earth that I'm actually going to make it up alongside you before you could easily run me off a track. Now, it's very easy to say, you know, that's a big risk to take on the first lap. But if I'm going to send my car up the outside, corkscrew's a one-line corner. Don't worry about me. It's a case of because I think you focused too much on me, overcorrected to then avoid me, and then because that all happened at one time, you then broke too late for the line that you were on. So if you just see the fact that I'm coming up behind you quicker, but you make that guess of he's not going around my outside here, no way, you can then focus on your line a bit better. So there's 2 ways you could have done it. Run me out of track because I'm going to have to brake, or if I cause an incident, that's completely my fault, and on lap 1, obviously the stewards will not be happy. 2, it's a case of you go, okay, I'm going to have to take a shallower line because he might be coming up around the outside. However, if I just nail my braking point, he's got nowhere to go. He can't go around the outside into the corkscrew because he just go off the track. He can't. If he tries to stick around the outside, I'm just going to run him out of road, and that's a perfectly legal defence to do. So it's all about learning that position coming up to there. So see here, I'm already on the brakes, so I already know that you're going to probably come over. So I was never in my life going up into that gap, but because you thought I was, that led to you then going off road.
Yeah.
I think what you said is exactly what I would have done. Like, if I were you, Tobias, I would run him out of space as much as I, let's say, legally could. Like, don't even think about it, you know? Like, brake. I'll get you out of space, so you have to brake early. I'm on my line. I'm on my right of the line. So I just, prefer to get a proper entry and run you out of space than leave too much space, risk to brake late because the line that you took is not optimum, you don't see properly. Yeah, just...
Okay.
Yeah, where it sort of is it's obviously a case of where my car's positioned. If I was more alongside than you, then obviously you can't run me out of room. You would have to take the shallower line. But if you just had that sort of vision to go, well, he hasn't got enough overspeed to make it at any point during that corner, you just shut the door. You just go bye-bye, and that's it. There is no room for me to get to go around the outside. And if I do, I'm in the gravel spinning, simply put. And to be honest, you take my rating license away because it would just be the stupidest move in the world. So again, it's having that ability to go, right, I know what my car's capable of, I know what his car's capable of, don't do it.
Yeah.
Also, don't do this.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah, you clipped the... I also drove it for a spin. But you waited, completely wrecked car, waited until the traffic was fine, rejoined. Cool.
I mean, at that point, it's a case of I could have reversed and spun it round, but even if I'd done that, I still would have had to wait to get back on the track, so there is
Yeah.
no point. Don't kill the tyres, don't kill the engine, just wait.
Is there from any of you any other point, any other corner, overtake, something that you remember that you want to review in the first race that any of you have in mind?
There was a moment actually on Tobias once I got back up and running. I don't mean to pick on you, but it's the only one that I
Yeah, no
remember.
problem.
It's going into turn 1, I think on lap 4. It's when I caught up with the pack, because obviously I was quite far behind after the spin.
Oh, here was something.
So next lap.
Ooh, okay.
Was it this one?
I mean, this
Yeah,
is
this mess.
this is quite actually one too.
Yeah. There was.
Okay, let's see what I already saw. So here there was mistakes from several people. I think you did here one, Rob, Tobias.
Yeah. I
So
completely
basically, yeah, this is too late. You have to brake before this 2 mark, and you're like just braking here when you have the inside line. Obviously, you have to avoid. You run wide. Okay, nothing major happened, but bear in mind, like you're following this car, but you need to still keep an eye on your braking marks. If your braking mark is here, keep an eye here, and like with the side of your eye, look at the car. Like don't look. It's a little bit a little bit tricky, but you need to concentrate on both actually. Like be able to keep both on track, and don't miss the braking point, because here you should be already braking. They're braking, you see.
Yeah.
Let's see it again. You see here, he's already braking. So basically, you should at this point start already braking, and you're too long on full power until you're actually braking. So keep an eye on the brakes of the others, because this is also a good tip for every day for the starts and stuff. Don't only take into account your braking point, like, yeah, I normally brake here, so it doesn't matter what the guy in front does, I will brake at my braking point. No, don't do that. Like, take into account, okay, what's the speed of the guy? Is he braking earlier? If you see the lights, the brake lights going on, already start, like, getting off the throttle, brake if it's before, or fully brake if it's like on your braking point. But take a look on that. This is important. Okay, what else? Yeah, sorry, did you want to say something?
Well, I was going to say the other point I wanted to say is it's not just a case of also reacting to the cars in front. It's also having the awareness to what the cars in front are potentially going to do. So if they're going side by side into a very, very low speed corner, they're going to have to brake much earlier than before, because again, it's a very one line corner, low speed corners. So if they're having to brake early already to make sure that they both get round, and then you come steaming up offline as well, then you're going to just have trouble if you go for your normal braking point. Obviously you missed it, that's the way it goes, that's a mistake. But what I do in these situations is, you're so far back that you're never going to make a move under the brakes, so there's no point risking even going on your normal braking point. Hang back, like brake, and be patient. Wait until they make the mistake, because if they're going to go too wide, if you can get a really good run out of the corner, you're just going to blast past them down on the straight, because they've already compromised their exit by fighting. So you actually can get a 2-in-1 move very easily on the exit of the corner if you just are that little bit careful on the brakes. Also, if you're more careful on the brakes, say those two end up coming to blows and hitting each other and spin out, you've got enough time to react to then dodge that, and you're not caught up in an incident that isn't even your fault.
That's a very good point, actually. Like, people think overtakes are done by braking later than the others, but it's actually, that's the least of the cases. Overtakes are done by having a better exit. And then on the next turn, because you had a better exit, you're side by side, and then you can have a braking point, like, yeah, a little bit late, you don't want to brake early, but then it's when you can do the overtake. You will mostly never do an overtake by braking late when you are like behind the car. You have to be alongside. So you want to get the move done in a way that you can have a better exit, have a run on them, so that when the braking point is, you're already side by side. So you have to think ahead and like what the move will be. Here it's a little bit what Reese did. He brakes early, watches the chaos, and says, okay, I'm gonna get them here. And it was like 2 overtakes at least, and now he's already side by side. And now you could think of doing a move here. Like you could push him a little bit, yeah. Like make him have a line that's not optimum, so you can make him brake earlier, and then you can have the corner. I think, yeah. Let's see what happened here. Also, this is Royal.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you tried to. You saw the other BMW, Tobias, coming.
Yeah.
So you tried to like go too much to the side, but then there was also a Rob here on the side, so you touched him here. You should have. He's already gone. You can like go already into the corner earlier, but this is, yeah. This is experience awareness. How close can you
Yeah.
be to other cars?
That's
at
one of
the
those
time I think
ones. Oh yeah, sorry. You continue.
Yeah, it felt like I couldn't like turn in yet, maybe because I was still braking or something. So yeah, and then he turned in on me.
Again, it's that awareness of going, how fast is that car coming up my inside? Like, from if you can see it in your rearview mirror and paying attention on the radar, you can see for a fact that he is never making that apex of that corner. But there is enough of a space on the inside that whether he does or he doesn't, there is still a car's width on that inside. So there was no real need to turn right. I call it public lobby syndrome, where you turn out of a move where someone's dived up your inside. Because of, unfortunately, there's so many people who do it and cause collisions. But when you're racing in a league with people should, and a lot of people do, take their utmost skill or want to avoid colliding with someone. So sometimes it's all about just sticking straight, sticking on your line. Obviously, don't turn in, but just wait for the car to go and then turn in.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. Obviously, had you kept your line straight and you couldn't turn in because the car was there, and then Rob unfortunately turns across you, that's kind of just the way it goes. But you shouldn't get if you got penalised for that, I'd be very shocked. What I would penalise though for is turning right.
Exactly. That was the only problem. I'm not sure how much delay you guys have. I tried to put a little bit shorter delay.
It's about 5 seconds.
Okay, well, it's better than before. But here we can see here right turn, and then that's when you have the collision. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those ones. There's nothing you can do really. It sucks, but
You know what else I kind of have? It's hard to tell when my right side is like on these right corners. It's really hard to get them over the curb because I don't have I don't really feel how wide my car is on the right side.
What view do you use?
Like the helmet one.
You use the helmet one, okay. I mean, the other way of doing it as well is always increasing your FOV.
Yeah.
That can help, and just making it a little bit wider, because I have my car or my seating position very raised up because it allows me to see where my bonnet is. Obviously in real life that'd be silly, but it's a game, so you can do it, and it just allows you to peek over the bonnet and really see where your car is.
Yeah.
But that's something to get you, again, that's just experience of learning your position of your car.
Yeah. That's seat time.
Yeah.
Uh, great. So I'm not sure if there was anything else
I think
there.
I think at that point I did. I I can't remember if I messed up again. I think I messed up again because I remember overtaking someone else. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I think you. Oh no, there was someone else who spun after the corkscrew.
Maybe not. Maybe I was just chasing down at this time. Yeah, it looks like I just chased. Yeah, I just chased down. I didn't do anything then.
Okay. Then if you I use real head motion with look with steering. Oh, okay, Rob. Yeah, I think I don't use that one because I don't know, it feels weird. But also I have an ultra wide, so I have like better view on the sides.
The thing
helps.
about thing about look to apex and things like that, I don't like it because you don't get that level of knowledge of where your car is.
Yeah.
It constantly changes where your eyesight is and what you can see. It's not like real life where you have your peripheral. What you see is obviously what you get on the screen. Yeah, I understand it helps you see the apex. That's totally fine. It's totally a reasonable thing. But sometimes it's better to not see the apex and see the other cars because it's slightly better to miss an apex, a tiny bit and lose a little bit of lap time than not know where your vehicle is and go smashing off into them.
And in the end, the apexes, there's a lot that I don't see them. I just do them by feel, by muscle memory, and then okay, here it is, here it is. Like you get other cues that you see on the screen, and that's how you actually see the apexes. But it's not seeing them; it's imagining them where they should be because you have done this turn so many times, and sometimes you went too much over the curb and say, okay, that was too much. Then let's do the next time less, and then it's muscle memory in the end.
I wonder if it would help if we did a navigating a track lesson.
Yeah, please. That would be
Almost.
really nice.
Navigating
Because
a track lesson. How's that?
As in like a case of we use our views that we use and explain what we use to go around the track, braking points, turning in points, everything like that, because I think that is a big thing that people don't realize helps.
Yeah, a lot. It helps a lot. Like if we see, I don't know, I can put a lap of Reese and tell you a little bit. But for me, Laguna, I have to say it's one of my worst tracks. But here you have, for me, two fantastic braking cues that you can check where to brake. I see, okay, the end of this curb, or also this line. Like, my problem is I don't know Laguna Seca very well, but for me the braking point is somewhere in the middle, depending on your braking skills and your fuel and tires and stuff. But that's what you can use, and every lap maybe you brake here and you say, oh, it was a little bit too early. Then you have, this is fantastic cue for me. And then here, this is a really tricky one. Even with the ultra wide, I don't know exactly where to turn in. I guess you have to take this curb. I don't know. Maybe more outside. I'm not sure what's the fastest. You try to brake. I think this looks pretty fast. Yeah, and then try to get as out as possible without trying to not touch the the sand. Here,
I always do. That's the funny thing.
yeah, I guess you shouldn't, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Reese. I'm super bad at Laguna. Like I knew my breaking points with GT4 and stuff. With GT3, I'm like, I have to learn it new. Here you have this number 1, which looks like, oh, perfect, a breaking point. I brake on the 1. No, you have to brake earlier. If you brake on the 1, you're too late. So that's, well,
it's like in the middle of the 1 and the 2.
Yeah. If you see Reese, it depends also on what angle. Like he was, for me, he was here a little bit already compromised the angle because of the sand and stuff. So he has to brake between the 1 and the 2. You can go a little bit, but that's fine. And then most important, start accelerating. Like, let me check. Can I? So when you're here, you're on the apex. Yeah. You look, and then you're already seeing. Okay, you're already trying to look. Where's the exit? Where can I start? You see, Reese is already almost full throttle. You already watching. Okay, where's my exit? I wanna go here. Accelerate fast. You wanna have a good exit. Here for me, the breaking point again. It's like it's a little bit earlier from the one, but much closer to the one here. So you see here, it's like almost on the one. He's already braking. It's a short tap on the brakes. Just reduce speed and get again, and again as soon as possible as you can. You see the throttle input. As soon as possible, you want to be full throttle. Here for me, the breaking point, somehow the 2, but also earlier than the 2. You see also, normally you can take as reference the black markings, like the darker markings. That's where people brake. And you see here also the he starts braking. Fully brake, get the apex, and again as soon as possible start accelerating fully. This is for me actually a very tricky one. Maybe you Reese know a better way to do it. You have of course brake before the 1. You also recognize because the darker marks on the road start before the 1. And actually your target is brake before the 1, but also accelerate before the apex. So he's already like not even close to the apex, and the throttle is already there. Not fully, of course. You have to regulate a little bit. But then, okay, you missed it here. That's
Yeah,
not a good
I think that
example.
was the one I munch it.
Yeah, let's see. Previous lap. Also, you had a broken car, I guess. So
Yeah,
that's
it was quite difficult. I was, but that's why I was using the throttle. So it's not like that's just to balance the car.
Let me see if I can. Let's actually see Ryan, because I think Ryan will do. Okay, brake way before the 1. Let's put it in low speed. And then, yeah, balance a little bit with the throttle. You're in the apex, and then as soon as you can, already on the throttle. Yeah, it's probably then not before the
Small
apex.
balance, and
Yeah.
then hits it.
Yeah, like you don't wanna wait until you have done the corner to start on the throttle. I actually think you could here already go on the throttle almost fully.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But it depends on the angle. It depends. Yeah. I always find that I was too late on the. If you watch my corners. Let's see how I do it. You can change. I see. I was a little bit before the. Let's maybe that's a little bit too slow, but well, let's keep it like this. I'm using a little bit of throttle to balance it, and already before I hit the apex, I'm already starting to go full throttle, and I always had the impression that I was too late on the throttle, but I should have gone earlier.
So the important thing about this corner as well, and the reason why we're focusing on it so much, is because it is the death corner of Laguna.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's the corkscrew, but in reality, the corkscrew is not that difficult.
Well, it is for me.
That's because it's the McLaren. But that corner will ruin your race because of the speed of it, and the sausage curb on the inside, and the sand on the outside. So there is nothing wrong with braking just a tiny bit early, coasting through it, and just making sure that you navigate the corner correctly. Because it's what I always say, it's better to lose a couple of tenths than to lose 10.
Yeah, definitely.
I think in the second race, I went alongside. No, I
Let's
was in front of 30. I
yeah.
think it was.
Let's actually go to the second race
Yeah.
directly because
And
I
I
think we're
and I hit the curb, and I lost like 7/10 or something. It was really like you lose so much momentum then going up the hill.
Mhm.
Crazy.
So if people want, I'm happy to almost record a voiceover and slow down a lap of mine on a track, or even if it's before like next week's, where I just go through where I'm looking, what I'm doing, and sort of explaining why and how I navigate a track.
Oh, you were clean actually. You see, that was then totally my mistake.
Told you. I did.
Sorry,
I knew
Ro.
I knew I was fine.
Sorry, Ro. That's because actually this was, let's see, this was like my camera, and I was like, oh shit. And then I saw you so close here, that I thought I actually wanted to leave you some space, but the problem was that I was pushing Royal out. You see? Because I don't know, I got scared. I thought here Reese is the crazy one. He's gonna pull over to the left directly, which he did eventually after, but when he had space. So yeah, that was my fault. I hope it wasn't too bad. What did here happen? Ah no, it wasn't Royal. It was Rob. It was Rob.
Here's the thing. This is where gaining on race starts. It's exactly what I did to Tobias into the corkscrew. It's scaring people.
Yeah.
If you're controlled enough and measured enough to know how the car behaves, you can spook people really easily, and it's such an easy way to gain a position on the start. However, it is one of those you have to be so careful, because obviously it's a race start. If you mess it up, 5 people are in the wall,
Yeah.
and you're in trouble. Again, it's just knowing the the dimensions of your car. That's where the skill comes in.
I think it was otherwise quite a clean start. Yeah, the most overtaking what you do is like here, I think you see here, like showing the nose. Maybe you don't have the intent to overtake, but you just go like, okay, I kind of have some run. I'm not, no, like at this distance, Reese is no way being able to go for a dive without like either he gets out of the way or they crash. Like there's no way of doing it like legally. But you just show the nose, like, hey, I'm here, make nervous, and they will eventually do a mistake.
That is how you do it. It's a case of you show your intent to come past, but you only ever go past when the opportunity arises. Because it's that mental thing. You go, oh my god, he's behind me. Oh my god, he wants to get past. Like I need to keep pushing, otherwise I'm going to lose the position. And ironically, that makes you lose the position. Yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
That was
I think I drifted a little bit wide.
Here, like
But
it was. I think you were in your right. You should here, like you already steer here to. You have like more than 2, or more like 1 card width. I would have gone closer to Reese here and squeeze him out a little bit. Like, okay, don't push him off track, obviously, but don't leave him much space, so he has to brake early. It's like, okay, if I don't brake early, I'm getting
I'm
screwed.
out.
You didn't do that. Actually, this is more dangerous because he has a good angle now to go into the corner, and you don't. So you just happen to be more in the front and park the car in the apex. So he had to go wide. But this is more dangerous. And here I would have oh no, let's change the camera the same. change the car actually. You could have closed the door here. Here, like he's Reese is already is too far back, but you keep the door open, so it's you leave the door open for a potential better run.
I think the reason I do that is because when I did like open lobbies or public servers or
Yeah.
so, like most people would just send it, and then I don't want to like be in the way and get taken off. So
Again, it's the public lobby syndrome. The important thing to remember again is when you're racing in leagues and when you're, you know, against someone who's of equal skill or again wanting the same thing, they want clean racing. Just because you've shut the door on me and been a bit rude, or even if it was a mistake, whether it was intentional or not, at no point am I going to send out that inside because it's not possible. So I get what you're saying, but in league racing, and you can be a little bit ruder. You can be a little bit stronger with your moves.
yeah,
Because people shouldn't go for those moves.
Yeah, as long as you
I think
know
I'm
that what you
being
did
a little
is
bit
legal.
too cautious when like
Yeah. As
fighting
long as
with
you
other
know what you did is legal, it's fine. Like for example here, I also did an. I saw here. Okay, I wanted to. Okay, I said no. You close the door. You see, this, and maybe in a public lobby, someone like in my position would like say, hey, I have a little gap here. I go for it. But
Yeah.
I'm like miles away, but I see the gap, like, you know, it's so obvious. What did you do? You close the door. That's totally fine. Like I have no right on this corner, so I have to brake here. I cannot go for this move.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to trust that people won't go for that. Here, you did the mistake that I was already super close and you completely opened. So I said, okay, now it's my turn. I can brake a little bit early, later, and just I have the position. So you cannot do anything. As long as I don't run wide and crash into you, if I keep it tight, which I knew I would be able to, it's my position and I can run here. I wanted to also take a look. What happened here? I think it's no. I think it was Jimmy. Oh, but yeah. So actually, I think Jimmy didn't have a good run. And he tried to block the inside, but ended up braking too early.
Yeah.
I mean, fair move. That was close, but this is racing, so this is
Cool.
nothing to say here. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other situations that we may have missed? I didn't have anything else, I would say.
Yeah, I think me neither.
Okay, here we had something close. Tobias, you're on all the all the mess. Ah, no, that was just Ryan pushing. But you see, he tried to, like, what you always try is, in order to overtake, prepare a good exit. Try to come around so you can accelerate. So to try accelerate early and prepare a good exit. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We can take a look at the incident sheet.
Yeah, it was probably us who won it when you were the wrong way around.
Yeah, oh, that was finish. Okay. Minute 7:45. Ah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we already had that one. A minute 3:13. I think 313. We already had that. Right. Yeah, that was a little contact. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, this Ryan, you naughty boy. This is
Oh, hello.
this is some overtake you generally don't wanna try. Look, like this is. Ooh, oh, okay, okay. He actually didn't try to do it. Just wanted to scare off. But this is the thing. You cannot go too wide here. This is too risky. And what happened here? Jump. Nothing you can do. Yeah. This is why it's so. Yeah, so dangerous corner. There was here was the overtake, and then that was what we just saw where Ryan, I think, overtakes you. What I can imagine is like he won't try to get trying just to get a good exit here. But you see, if you park it in the apex, there's no way you can. And here, actually here, you do the same mistake that you did with me. You have a car super close behind you, and you take the normal line in a
Yeah.
potential overtaking point. It's just for some reason Ryan doesn't take the opportunity. But you run wide then because you get scared that, oh shit, he will crash me, and run wide, and then he overtakes you.
I think my yeah, sorry.
I just want to say that you should be a little bit more aggressive in the defending whenever you're allowed to. Also,
Yeah, I think.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, one only thing. In this case, it's a little bit tricky because Ryan is obviously much faster than you. I always say race smart. If you have someone like 1 second per lap faster than you, or 2 seconds, and there's like a lot of race, like still to go on, think smart. Like, don't battle too much, because maybe you will lose that position eventually. But if you don't battle, you won't lose more time, and then the others behind won't catch you. So you wanna be smart there, like pick up what battles you wanna go. But when you pick up the battle, then feel free to defend a little bit more aggressively. Don't give the if you open the door, people are gonna go for this. But if the door is closed, they are probably not gonna go for that, and the risk of having an incident is less, actually. And yeah, sorry, you wanted to say something.
I think like the problem, or what I was thinking in that situation, is like if I go more to the inside and like take a more defensive line, I compromise maybe my exit. So he gets around me on the next to the next corner or something. So I thought like if I take my normal 9, it would be faster, but yeah,
Yeah, but
didn't work out there.
if you still take the apex, like if you would have brake like more in the middle and still hit the apex, like there's no way Ryan can go around you. Like, if you hit the apex, it doesn't matter if you're slow or fast. That's the way that Ryan needs to go fast, so he's not gonna be fast because he's behind
Yeah.
you. So yeah, there's
Okay.
that. Okay. Anything else? I don't know, Reese or.
The only thing I would add when you're coming up to defend against people, and this is the beauty about racing in a league, is you learn who to trust and who not to trust. The thing about this is when you're around your pace, and obviously the people around you are similar pace, you race them more often. So you know when you can push someone hard and when they're going to back out, and when someone is just going to come through and you have to jump out of the way. Use that to your advantage. Learn the people, learn what they're good at, learn what they're bad at. If they are someone who constantly misses an apex when you're right behind them, pressure them, keep pushing them, keep forcing them to do that. I mean, we always meme about it, but Mr. Ben Smith causes a lot of incidents. You learn that, so you learn to give him that slight bit more room. Yeah, just learn what people are capable of. Whereas I know that if I come up against someone, you know, Mr. Benz, he's so good, so you know, understanding of the way that the car works. You can give him no room to make a mistake, because he either jumps out the way, or there's that battle, but you know that you can trust him to do that.
Yeah.
And that's a very important thing to learn as well. It's why, again, there's so many times that people always say that someone like Senna, I know that's bad comparison, but he made people jump out of the way, and everyone knew that, so he had this sort of mentality thing already of, oh my god, he's coming through, and that helps. That genuinely helps in a scenario. So if you can learn what people do and what their behaviors are, it works.
That was actually funny here.
Oh god.
I was facing the wrong way.
I think I also went in slightly too deep, and then
I was like,
I
oh no,
couldn't
oh
do
no,
it.
oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was like, hey, I'm here. What's so funny?
That's fantastic.
It's like-
A little kiss.
Yeah.
that's how Jimmy, but actually Jimmy made it to overtake. Yeah.
Does that sort of do you get the sort of the mental side of things though, as well as?
Yeah, the mental
the-
mental thing is really a big thing in racing. But I think, to be honest, Reese, I think this is something you realize when you're already at a faster level,
Yeah.
let's say, because let's say in the amateur cup you win by having just like, yeah, per pure skill, you just make overtakes and stuff. But when you are already in our splits, it's a mental, like, you don't get to overtake. You need the other to make a mistake in order to overtake. Like, you cannot just by being faster make the overtake. If the other doesn't let you, it's not gonna work. So you need to somehow make it come to the situation that he does actually the mistake, and that's how these mental games play, like trying to show the nose, trying to maybe here brake a little bit later, here, you know, make them think, oh shit, I need to go to the limit, otherwise he's gonna overtake me, or there's gonna be some crash or something, without actually doing that crash. So that's a fine line, you know. But yeah, you playing with the mind of other drivers is some big thing in racing.
The reason why I bring it up now is that if you can start, whether or not I agree with what you just said, it's a case of you know, the higher level is where the mental game is the way that you overtake. But if you can start nurturing that now, you already have that advantage over other people, and then you're already learning the skill, so then you don't have to learn it when you're already fast. You have both the skills there at once, and it all just comes together, and then all of a sudden you'll be gaining seconds and positions left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing to think about, is start thinking about it now and start doing it now, rather than, oh, it's not really that important, because it is.
Yeah, definitely get to know your opponents. Yeah. Okay, I would say we can leave it right here. I think that was a very informative session that we did here. Glad that you joined, actually, Reese. It's always good to have some other expert here on board. Really good advices.
I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert by no means.
But
You saw my performance at Silverstone. That was awful.
well, I mean, you can have good luck, bad luck. If you saw me last season, I was not much slower than now. I mean, I haven't improved that much in one season, but I just like I kept getting mixed in in trouble. And now, even if my skill hasn't got much better, my, let's say, my mental thing, my way of thinking has improved a lot. And that's how I see, okay, let's not get involved in trouble. Like, the most important thing, don't get in trouble. Avoid trouble and try to get the others to do their mistakes. And that's how you get good positions. Actually, like, you saw me yesterday, Reese. I wasn't the fastest. I got P5 and I was like, I cannot manage to get a proper lap. And somehow, first lap I overtook Ben, and then I saw I had more pace than Jesus. I actually talked to him after. He was like getting nervous by having me behind him, and he had the pace actually, but just the nerves, and then he spun and stuff, but he had the pace. And I think same with Pirello. Pirello saw in the delta, oh shit, he's closing in. And then I saw when I was closer that he was making more mistakes. And it's just this mental thing, you know? Pirello is a really fast guy, and I think he really had the pace. I mean, in qualifying, he did a lap that's best on my PB. And still, I somehow managed to close in and almost get him. But it doesn't mean that I was faster. I just was in a better mental state that moment. So that's very important. Yeah, cool. I would say we can definitely leave it here now. I will close the stream. You will be able to see it afterwards always if you want. And yeah, see you around. One last thing. I think I would like to set a minimum driver amount for the sessions to take place. I think this was fun, but I do think we should be at least 10 to like that everyone gets something with the starts and stuff. I don't know how you see it, Reese, but
I agree. I think the problem is as well is that if you make a mistake, it's on then the pros to almost drop back and you know help in that regard. Obviously, I know that they're only 5-minute, 8-minute races, but all it takes is for someone to get spun out and then they're on their own and they learn nothing from it. So having multiple people there who then could also get involved in incidents and spin out and all that stuff, it can lead to better racing.
the first round was awesome with 20 drivers. I think we were, or 19. This time I don't know, was less. Let's see how the next rounds evolve. I would ask everyone to join as soon as possible if you know you're gonna join. I think the more numbers people see, the more they join. Let's see how that works out.
I think generally just like the first race of any like series just has the most anyways. Like most people.
Maybe. I think I will just put an announcement. Let's say, like, I don't know, put some kind of deadline if by the day before or the same day actually up until 5 or something we are less than 10, then it's gonna be cancelled.
Yeah.
And otherwise we go ahead. Just you know to give some quality sessions, because we need the drivers.
But there could also be another way of doing it, as a case of, you know, if there is a limited number of people, say only 3 or 4, that's not to say that you can't bring, I don't know, a race replay or something like that, or a lap that you want us to look at where we can just almost do a one-to-one session.
Different. We can do something different, yeah.
So
that would be nice, like if we noobs do like a lap and you just give us some tips how to improve.
Because that's the other way to do it. I mean, the amount of times I've sat with my friends and, you know, looked through their lap, looked through their data as well, and just compared it to mine and just gone, here's where you're losing all your time. You don't look at the small tenths, you look at the big tenths. You know, you look at where you're losing half a second, and you go, right, let me try something different here, and hopefully that'll help you.
We should see. Of course, we cannot analyze videos of 8 drivers in one session.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's 2 or 3 or 4 like tonight, there's no reason why we can't look through something together.
Yeah. Then we would go to a practice server or something instead of with
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we should let's do that on the go. Let's do it on the go. Let's see. I will put an announcement tomorrow or something. We'll see. Just to give those different formats, like less than 10 people. We do this more analysis, or maybe we can do a lap. What's the next track? Do you know?
No, I haven't looked.
Suzuka. Well, okay. I kind of like Suzuka. We can also maybe do some laps and you know we ourselves do some laps and then show like we did our braking cues and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we can do. I would really like to keep with this short races because I think they're fun and they're useful. But otherwise we have other coaching stuff to do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then thank you a lot for your help, Reese.
That's right.
And see you around later on Wednesday. Yeah. Bye bye. Have a good one.
Bye bye. Thanks.